everyone. Welcome to Founders Unplugged by Velocity Ventures. I'm Patrick Imbardelli, the founder and chairman of Velocity Ventures. This is our initiative to showcase some of the interesting pivots done by the travel and hospitality startups, particularly in Southeast Asia. Today we have Maxim Tint. Welcome, Maxim.
Hi.
GTRIIP. Maxim, thanks for joining us. And why don't you start us off by telling us in a quick summary about what you've created and what you're doing at GTRIIP.
We allow the hotel guests to get into a room without having to do any kind of physical form filling, or in some cases even going to the physical hotel lobby. So we originally started this as a documentless check-in, but today we also position and call it a contactless check-in to a hotel. So that's essentially what our business is. And
where did your, if I may ask, where did the idea came from? Was it something that you were experiencing? What were you trying to solve? How did
I did not really come from a hospitality background. I was more from the data warehousing engineering background, but we felt that every time humans travel, there's a lot of form filling on the flight for immigration forms, at the hotel lobby, the same thing with the guest registration card. So we thought of there has to be a better way to do this, and humans should be eventually able to travel without physical IDs or physical forms. So we decided to change that.
So let me ask you a couple, before we start talking about COVID and the impact that's had on your business of today and tomorrow. So you go back 6 years when you were developing the ideas after your successful exit of your other company. How much is your idea further developed? How much has it had to be flexible in what you were doing? Or was it that you started with to solve this and stayed on track with that? Or did it sort of move and wave as it evolved? And I see by the smile that the answer would probably be that it did evolve.
There's a lot of iterations for sure, right? Having not come from hospitality background, in the first place, we were not even sure that it is hotels that we want to target. We were talking about human travel in general. So that could be anything like immigration to an airplane, a flight check-in to a hotel. But we soon learned that it's also not a very scalable business to be trying to go and build a B2G business as a startup. We don't have the lobbying power to do that. So we thought, okay, maybe take a step back, not immigration, but we want to solve a commercial problem, airlines, hospitality, hotels. And in fact, airlines were also doing something like that on their own, but hotels were kind of lagging behind. So we felt that the sweet spot is really hotels. And you see, the legal implications are also less in the US. If you stay in a hotel, you just show your credit card, and as long as you are the true owner of the credit card, you're in. The photo ID verification, the identity verification, yes, it is required, but the consequences of, let's say, a wrong ID verification, it is not lethal. It is not even a huge problem for some cases, because in the first place, the hotel front desk is not even doing a computerized verification. They will look at your driving license, and if you look something like what is on that license, you're allowed to stay anyways. So whatever we are doing is going to be above and beyond what they are traditionally doing, definitely more secure, definitely more accurate. So we kind of like went after the lower hanging fruits.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Now you've got a couple of questions for me, I believe.
Yes, so I know, having raised a few rounds of money for our business ourselves, we find it very challenging to raise money for a hospitality business, and we're very glad to see VCs like Velocity Ventures really specializing in hospitality, and especially in Southeast Asia, to do that. But my question will be, if a startup were to raise money, and during COVID, especially travel and hospitality startups are not exactly the hottest businesses to be raising money. So what kind of companies would you be looking to write a check for in the, let's say, next 24 months?
Okay, well, we take we don't just take a short-term view, we take a medium to longer term view of the companies and the founders we want to back. So I guess if we're looking for the key elements, it's about, is it disruptive or is it at least innovative? Is it technology enabled? Does it really solve a problem of tomorrow or a problem of yesterday? So we're looking for a problem tomorrow. Can we add value by being involved apart from writing a check? And that's pretty important to us. And does this really make sense in a scalable new world? And I think a lot of that is against the backdrop of the various models will be. So it's not just saying, well, where is the opportunity to make money? It's
okay.
Money is important, of course it is, but it's about, is it the right thing? Is it the right people? Are they committed to what we do? Is it market tested? Is it relevant? Etc. Southeast Asia, not so much just as the market, but Southeast Asia where the founders are, where the idea is, and availability.
Got it.
Well, listen, Maxime, thank you so very much. We wish you, your partners, obviously, and the best. Sounds really exciting. Keep us posted on what you're doing.
Definitely.
And everyone, catch us for next week's episode of Founders Unplugged, where we're going to be talking to another series of founders and hearing more about what people are doing. And above all, Maxime, stay negative.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.